Hi, I'm Anais. Today I'm going to show you how I edit my photos using Photoshop and Lightroom. I'm doing this as a follow-up video to my how I take my self-portraits video, so if you haven't seen it yet, I'll put the link somewhere and you can watch it before if you want, or after, as you wish. So yeah, I'm just going to go straight into it. So first I'm going to show you my setup. I use a graphic tablet and I use this pen to edit because it's easier and faster. I'll try to find it and put the link in the description. I put my photos in a folder, so I called it self-portraits, and then I create 3 folders in that folder. So one is called deselects, one is experts, and the other one is selects. So it just helps me being organized. So in deselects, it's all the raw images, non-edited pictures, and then in exports I put the pictures that I finished editing and that I'm gonna post later, and then selects is all the pictures I want to edit. So to organize them, I use Adobe Bridge. I have the photography pack on Adobe, so basically you can have Photoshop, Lightroom, and then other stuff, and in it you can also have Adobe Bridge. So I open up Adobe Bridge, I select a folder that I created, so self-portraits. Then I go through deselects, and you can see the images like really quickly. It's so much better than like just clicking on each picture individually to choose them. And if I like a picture, I'll like star it. For example, I like this picture, so I am going to put a 1 star on it. So I press Command 1, and that's 1 star. So I'll go through all the pictures, star the ones I like, and then I go in through this little thing. My Adobe Bridge is in French, I don't know why, but then I'll go onto this one, which is just show pictures with 1 star or more. So I'll do that. Then all the pictures that I starred will show up, and I'll just select them all and then place them into selects, and then yeah, so easy, super simple, and it makes your life so much easier. So yeah, then when I'm done, I go into Lightroom. I'll import all the photos into Lightroom and I'll start editing. Usually I use presets, so I make my own. It's like super easy to do. I'm gonna make a new one for this set of pictures. So the first thing I do is I adjust the temperature a little bit if it needs to, and the tint, and then increase the exposure a little bit for this one, always increase contrast. Then highlights, this one I'm gonna increase them, increase shadows, increase the whites, and increase the blacks a little bit. Okay, and then my second step is to go into camera calibration, and in here, I'm gonna do the tint again. I have no idea what it actually does, but I saw a tutorial from Mango Street and they were using that, and now I'm using it. Yeah, I don't know. You should just watch their tutorial if you want to know what it really does, because I have no idea. I just know I use it. Okay, so this one is the reds in the picture. So like I'm basically changing the color of the reds in the picture. So like if I slide it all the way over here, it's gonna become green. Like see my face? How it's like, okay, this is a really ugly close up, but see how like if I change it, I become really red. So yeah, how do I, I don't know how to do this. Okay, so I'm gonna go towards a little on the left, decrease the saturation a little bit, then do the greens, not too much, but yeah. And then the blue, I like this. My computer is heating up. It does this sometimes, but it's okay. Okay, then when I'm done, I'll go into the curve, and then I'll put 3 points on the curve. Now I'll do an S curve a bit. So I'll try to do an S curve. Basically all the blacks and shadows are on this side and then all the highlights are on this side. Easy. So I'm gonna decrease the shadows to give it a bit of more of contrast, increase the highlights a little bit, and increase the midtones a little bit. Those are the midtones. So yeah, let's see. And if you want to see a before and after, just press Y on your keyboard. And yeah. And also if you want to see full screen, just press F, and then you'll see it full screen. I think it's really cool, just like see. After the curve, I'll go into the HSL slider. Reds. Let's see. So I'm just going to tweak this a little bit. I like my greens to be really desaturated, so I like usually bring the green slider down a lot most of the time, and then increase my blues because I love blue. I will usually like slide down my red saturation slider because I don't want a lot of red in my picture. Then luminance is like how bright a color is gonna be, so I don't think I'm gonna mess too much with it. And then I'll go into split toning and just do the highlights, and I'll pick a color. I usually do blue, but sometimes I do yellow. So yeah, I'll just pick a color in here and then slide the saturation down a little bit. Okay, that looks alright. Okay, and then if I need to, I'll crop the picture or make it straight, because usually when I take pictures they're not straight. So yeah, I'll just use this tool, click on this, and then click on this, and then I'll just pick like a straight line in the picture if there's one, and then just slide it in, and then click on F to see how it is. Doesn't look too bad. So now, once I'm done, I don't want to save the presets. I don't really like how I edited this picture, so I'm just going to copy the settings, have everything I need checked, and then copy, and then here I'm just going to paste, because I'm really lazy, so I'm always looking for ways to like make things easier. So yeah, that's alright. Maybe increase the exposure a little bit. Yeah, make it straight. Perfect. And usually like you could use paste settings from previous, but if you do that, if you crop the picture before, it's gonna crop your new one the same way you crop the other ones. So see, this is the picture I edited yesterday. So I'm gonna, or make it a preset. How do I make a preset? New preset. That's it. New preset. And then I'll just call it self-portrait. And then, see, I'll just click self-portraits. Oh, that's really bright. Perfect. Okay, so when I'm done, I'll select Photo, Edit In, and then Adobe Photoshop. I select Convert Documents Colors to the working space, click OK, and then that's it. Okay, now I'm gonna start editing for real. So if I need to, I'll use frequency separation in here to like smooth out my skin and stuff, or like if there's any imperfections in like any photo, but in here you can't really see anything, so I'm not going to do it. I'll go to the bottom, click on this little button, and then click on curves, okay, and then slide it down, just like the curve in Lightroom. I add 3 dots, and then I do an S curve. I do just like little changes, not too much. And then I will go into levels, play with the sliders a little bit. It's all about adding small changes to every layer. You're not going to edit a whole picture with just one layer. You just have to like make small changes every time and add them on top, and then at the end it's going to make a drastic difference. So then after levels, I'll go into color balance. And then this is when the magic happens. So I color lookup, load. I'm going to use a LUT. I have no idea what a LUT is. I just know it changes the colors. It's like what people use for color grading their photos and their videos. So yeah, I have no idea how to explain it. I just use it. I have a LUTs folder, and I have an orange and teal LUT that I use now. I used to use like 2 different ones, and then now I just use this one. So here you can see it looks really weird, but then you just go into opacity and then you lower it down to a level where you think it's acceptable. So see the difference it makes? Like, it's crazy. Okay, and then I'll just select all my layers, do Command G to group them so I can do a before and after. So this is before, so this is before, and this is after. Okay, I have no idea if I actually like it or not. Just like lower this a little bit. No, I like it. Okay, then when I'm done, I just go to File, Export, Quick Export, put it on my desktop, save it. Yeah, and that's it. So then I'll go to my next picture. Let's go this one. And now, another trick. So usually when you edit a bunch of photos, you want them to look like they were edited in the same way. But when I do it separately every time, it always looks different, and I struggled so hard with it. So I found a way to like just copy my edits on Photoshop. Because like on Lightroom it's super easy to copy, but on Photoshop I did not know how to do it. It was so hard for me to find a way. So I found a way. So you go on top right here where it says the name of the image, you drag it out. So it makes a new little window. And then that's why you need to like group your layers as well on the other one, so it makes it easier for this. And then you just slide it this here, and then you select your group folder, and then you just drag it and drop it on to the other photo. And that's it. All the settings have been pasted to the other one. And so here is before and after. But yeah, that's it. And it's like super easy. And it makes it so much faster to edit my photos. Okay, so see how this one is blurry because it did not focus on my face but on my shirt instead? So what I'm gonna do, export it to Photoshop, and then I'm gonna do Command J to like duplicate the layer, and then go to Filter, Other, okay, High Pass, let's do it, 7 seems alright, 7, okay. So if you put a radius that's too high, it's gonna be too detailed and not pretty. Okay, that's better. It's still a little bit blurry, but you can tell the difference between this is before and this is after. So it's like pretty good. I'm gonna stop here. I hope you enjoyed watching and that you learned something. Yeah, like and subscribe if you want. Bye!
If it's fine by you, I'll take the passenger seat. We can drive around to the sky and see meet.